my life. Hello. Okay, I'm live. Okay. Alrighty then. Now I just gotta wait for him to get here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why am I counting? Well, is my microphone working? One last check. Okay, yes it is. Alright, it's working. Alright, I'm just going to BRB real quick. Alright. Okay. Final things. Microphone check. Elgato check. Bitrate. 720. Okay. Alright then. Brother.
Hang on a second. Yes?
So you're not gonna be a distraction?
Alright, hang on. 1 second.
Okay. Alright. So, my brother is coming. Everything looks good. Just going to do this. Okay. Slowly go away from the dragon pedestal and then slowly approach it. Okay. Slowly approaching the dragon pedestal. Hello. This is taking forever. It's working slowly. I'm not gonna give up in the middle of this. It's summoning the dragon! That's what's going on. Okay, there we go. Collected all 7. Appear, Shenron, and grant me my wish! Shorter loading screens would be good.
Go on, wish! What is your wish? What's the matter? Hurry up and wish.
Making Shenron angry. What do you mean? That a wish for more Twitch viewers is not within the power of Dende. Okay, I'm just gonna wish for that.
I just have to grant the one wish. A very easy wish.
Yes, an easy wish for it, move that probably will break the game.
I've granted your wish.
I was sitting on that joke for like an entire week. Probably not that impressive. No, it's not equipment, it's skills. Time to skip Molotov. Okay, I'm going to continue the... what's it called? I'm going to do this all in one go and I'm going to continue the story. Well, I'm going to go and redo the story from where it cut out. More specifically. Yeah. Maybe when I'm better. Right now, having very, very small audiences is good for practice. And now the moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Ah! Take that, block scene. I finally worked my way around it. I believe this is where we were.
Welcome back.
Right after
Very
Namek.
nicely done. Good to have you back.
Here's one of the most dramatic scenes in the game. Behold, the hero of legend has appeared. Yep, you can see everything you missed.
What? Welcome back to you too.
Yeah, it was rough out there. I'm sorry. I failed in my mission.
The animations in this cutscene alone are some of the best in the game. Pay
Don't
attention.
worry about it.
I mean,
if they were that
what's it
easy to
called?
catch, we'd have
You gotta
gotten them
look
already.
close.
Ahem. A proper
Some of it's subtle, some of it's
introduction.
really blatant. Yes, there he is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Nice to meet you. I'm Trunks. I'm in charge of the Time Patrol. In a manner of speaking, I guess. This here is my partner. You see, we've been using the scrolls to perform special missions.
And then the pouting.
But there have been so many changes in history lately that we're a bit short-handed. That's why I've had to ask for help from you and Elder Kai.
Smile.
These two have told me that you're quite capable.
Is it-
They say that you're a
Before
clip
this,
of the
I've never
best,
seen him
apparently.
smile. They actually added animations to him in this game.
Elder Kai admires your persistence, the way you keep finishing mission after mission.
That's enough! Don't spoil our new agent!
There's the Elder Kai dance.
I never said anything like that.
He's irritated and he's excited at the same time.
You've got a long way to go, recruit.
Don't listen to him. That's not true at all. You've
See?
been doing excellent work.
He just goes back and forth between looking indifferent and then that grin right there.
Stop that right now!
Yes. Elder Kai
Anyway.
complaint dance.
History was somehow restored, but there are far too many anomalies. Why are all these people suddenly appearing out of their proper places and times?
They got away from me this time, but we've seen this before. It's them. Yes, the pair I was chasing are the ones behind all of this.
Pronouns.
They enlist villains from different timelines and use them to sow chaos.
And who's this you speak of?
They're denizens of the demon realm, who have come from a time far in the future to steal energy from the past. The wicked scientist Toa, and her abominable creation, Mira.
His arch... I already did this joke, but I'm gonna do it again. His arch nemesis was a brilliant scientist, but an average fighter. Here's the anime.
Phew. Looks like I overdid it a bit.
No, they didn't get bored going through the motions. Going through time and space is going through the motions with these two.
I've been looking for you. Turles, slug. You're not the easiest people to find.
Yeah, they're not even from this timeline.
I believe I told you never to act on your own.
What I do is none of your damn business.
Now I can say this stream is the mature settings is still on because the video game. Still not because of me. Is the audio good?
Don't order me around, Mira. I don't recall ever becoming your servant. I'm only cooperating with you for now, so I can have my revenge on that Saiyan brat. But that's all!
What am I trying to say? I'm trying to... Bardock's mask is cracking me up. I forgot that they just put a mask on him, that was it. The only thing that could conceal his identity.
Now. We mustn't bicker amongst ourselves. Do you have what I asked for?
Yes, you can take it with you.
The fruit of the Tree of Might!
The demon realm has amplified its effects. Whoever eats the fruit of the Tree of Might will gain incredible power beyond compare.
That's what it did previously.
I'll be able to crush Kakarot with a single blow. You can count on it.
Well, you know what to do.
I wonder about that.
How's Lord Slug able to eat that?
No. You should really just reprogram those two.
What's it called? I believe you told me that you weren't too familiar with Dragon Ball Z. Well, Lord Slug is a Namekian and they can only drink water, so I don't understand how later on he's able to eat that fruit. You shouldn't be able to digest it.
Oh, come on. Why bother anyway? They're wreaking havoc throughout history well enough on their own. Besides, I have everything well in hand.
Bardock is stone-faced. Yeah, that's something that they overlooked. Okay. Now it's time for the missions to start back up. This is where they start back up. Exited the block scene. Did he get to Namek?
It's the Ginyu Force's red magma! Giant!
Oh my.
And then there's me, Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force!
More importantly, have you seen the Ginyu Force? Oh, then you're in for a treat.
What is that Vegeta up to now?
Hold on! That's not my father! His opponent just stole his body!
That's Jice.
That's one heck of a technique.
Oh, there was a big pink... No, that wasn't Jice, that was Zarbon. That's who you're thinking of. Jice is red. So you saw up to where they introduced Zarbon and Dodoria. Okay?
But wasn't Goku the one who had his body switched out with Captain Ginyu's before?
Yes, that's right. This is probably Towa and Mira's doing. Leave the two of them to me. You guys concentrate on restoring history.
What's it called? Before the... Yeah, Zarbon. He was the guy that was always with the Doria. He's the blue guy. Look at this.
Bathead! Jice! Bozo! Ginyu! Yeah! We are the Ginyu Force!
They're basically Super Sentais. That's all you need to know about them. Super Sentais and they work for Frieza.
Yeah.
I'll go and deliver the Dragon Balls to Lord Frieza. As for the rest, Raccoon, Guldo, take care of them.
Should I explain?
Oh, come on, Captain Ginyu. It'd be fairer to decide by playing rock
about
scissors.
the people that I'm beating up.
Listen, you better be
As I'm beating them up.
I get back. Right, you are.
Yes, evil Sentais. I'm gonna start explaining whoever one that I beat up is after I beat them. That was cool though. He was the lowest ranking of the Ginyu Force, and his thing was he could stop time as long as he could hold his breath.
That's the last thing I want to hear.
I didn't let him do that.
Whoa! Dodo just got a solid crash. This isn't good.
This guy's name is Raccoon. His name rhymes with Doom.
Special fighting pose. This isn't the same when we're missing a member.
That's just a Devism. He was dumb. He was the strong guy. That was his thing.
Well done. Make sure to keep training.
Well, the other thing that people remember him for is what's coming up right now in this scene. Like, he was remembered for going down in one punch when Goku finally got dynamic. Yeah. Doomy dooms to your doom, maybe.
I'm getting
Ultra
bored.
fighting bot.
End this already.
If I remember correctly.
Ultra fighting.
And down he goes.
Goku!
Daddy!
Daddy.
What?
Dad, you beat him already?
No way! Even though it was a surprise attack.
That's the Molotov.
That attack was supposed to be nothing.
Wait, why didn't that do anything?
How did he? So what's it gonna be, guys?
Oh, it's scripted that he
Getting up and going home. Or
doesn't lose any health.
would you rather
Well,
end up like that one? What the?
that was Birder.
Who the hell are you?
His thing was he's
I'm
supposed to be
going
the fastest
save
in the
Earth,
universe.
Or so they tell me. Darn it! The Ginyu Force will not
There's
be
not really much to
for
these guys.
like
It's just their
you.
fun point personality
Listen,
that
you
makes them
Ikes,
stick
we're the
out.
most elite warriors in this galaxy.
Yeah, I'm beating right up right now is Jice.
Everything should be fine.
His thing is he's Captain Ginyu's number 2.
Always swooping in right at the end. And all done for himself.
And he has an Australian
I'm not
accent,
sure who you are, but thanks for saving Krillin and Gohan.
even though he's an
Seriously,
alien.
thanks a lot. Hey, do you mind giving me a hand with one more thing? Thank you!
Be
Krillin and
first.
Gohan, you two use the Dragon Radar to hunt down the Dragon Ball.
Okay, let's hear the
You
words.
got that? All right.
There we go.
Wait a minute! Someone is approaching!
And he's invincible again.
Evil aura.
Bad news! It's Turles!
Yeah, that's Hit's move.
What? Who the hell are you?
Think of me as an ally. I've brought a gift.
Stop Turles! He's giving them fruit from the Tree of Might!
Fruit from the Tree of Might. No, probably be able to kill them.
What's happening? Their energy levels suddenly shot way up.
That's what a souvenir you are. Only divine beings like us. It grants whoever is
I think I like Super God Fist the best.
but it costs an entire planet.
Very simple move, it's just punch them in the face, but as an animation for it. Entire animation for it.
Wait, someone's coming this way.
And Birder's down.
It's not Krillin. Gohan. Vegeta. Must be.
Donuts! Oh, okay.
Hey, not bad. You surprised me there.
How am I not getting better ranks than last time? I'm just blowing right through this because I overleveled. Captain Trunks. Yep.
Yo! Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu Force has arrived!
Yeah, at least you get to see what you missed. It's a pretty good game.
I'll put my comrades out of this pickle! Captain Ginyu is here to save the day! Captain Ginyu stole my body!
Yeah. I'm beating him up right now. Okay, how about until he turns back into Ginyu? Talk about Trunks. Trunks! His thing was he was from the future. And he screwed up history. And now he's in this game. His role is to not screw up history. Fix it. Other people screwing it up.
No excuses. You have to be ready at all times. You are lazy.
That's Captain Ginyu, but it's actually Trunks. He screwed up. The Captain Ginyu's thing was he could switch bodies with anyone.
Give me back my body.
And he was Frieza's strongest soldier.
Don't worry, though. You've got a strong body. I'll make good use of it.
Galaxy cannon.
You don't look very nice, but you're here to help. Well, whatever. Let's take care of those guys. See.
Donuts!
This time, we'll
I have no choice.
Change now!
Now! Change now!
Yes! Huh? No!
Now! Do it! Thanks a lot, whoever you are!
He just accepted it. Alrighty
Looks
then.
like the tables have turned again.
This is perfect!
Ha!
Somewhere before, I'm making you an official member of the
And
Ginyu
Ginyu's dead.
Force!
On accident.
I appreciate the offer, but I think
Well, I'm beating up Turles right now. He was from the third Dragon Ball Z movie, I think. It was Tree of Might. His thing is he eats the fruit. He's layer of the Crusher Core.
There it is! Please make it in time!
And the fruit makes him really strong and it kills an entire planet in the process. That was the entire plot of that movie.
It's all back to normal.
Damn it! This time!
And there's the frog.
Perfect!
Change now!
I won't let you!
Ribbit.
Well done! Make sure to keep...
Alright, what's next? Oh yeah, more cutscenes.
Given everything we know now, we can be sure that Turles and Slug are definitely working with Toa and Mira. We were able to beat her once before, but Toa's scientific ability is absolutely frightening.
We also faced Mira
Brilliant
in the
scientist.
past, and he's no ordinary fighter.
He's been fully revived with a massive amount of energy and is more powerful than ever before.
We can't afford any mistakes, right?
Right. I'll have to do better this time. I fell right into the trap that Toa left for me. I couldn't be more ashamed.
Well, you certainly should be. History was almost utterly ruined beyond repair.
Again.
Toa's brains and Mira's brawn are no laughing matter. You need to be careful.
The two of us will go after Mira. You need to stay here and watch over history.
A guardian of history, eh? I imagine Turles will turn up again.
Yes, he will turn up again. Right now! Finished the entire patrol. And how many minutes has it been? Only like 10 minutes.
Okay, it's time to go to work.
There has been another change in history.
Shocker.
Frieza, the Galactic Emperor. Of all people, Toa is lending him her aid. With Turles and Slug still around, we're in a real stew, aren't we?
Plus, Trunks is still searching long and hard
Yeah.
for Mira.
History should change again soon.
have a lot of
Gotta look out
style.
for it. Oh, it changed.
Trunks and his partner sure can get the job done. With those two away for the time being, Mira will have his sights set on you.
But you have to stay focused. Frieza is a dangerous opponent. An unbelievably dangerous opponent.
Sure
Listen
is.
to me. You're still new to this. Don't do anything
No, I'm not.
rash out there and come home safe.
If you're worried, you should just say so.
Oh, be quiet.
Oh, be quiet.
Well, good luck out there.
And here we go. No! You've already seen Frieza, so you know what he is. So let's talk about Nail. His thing was he was the guy that protected Grand Elder Guru.
Your final warning. Now be sensible and tell me how to use the Dragon Ball.
And at this point he gets killed and Piccolo absorbs him. That's his entire story.
I did tell you. It's still too late.
What?
Dende will reunite with the Earth.
Now I just have to wait up Frieza.
Tell me the password you want to obtain so badly.
What? You worms! This was nothing but a diversion!
Yep.
All right. You've tied up that end now. I'm Turles and Slug.
Turles and Slug are right by the Dragon Balls.
What
Yep.
did you say? They've already gone off to steal them. You'll never make it in time. What do we do now?
Can't do anything. Come back for now.
Tragic, but yes, very tragic.
No time to be talking.
He did nothing his entire life except for protect Guru from
Quiet.
threats.
Let me think.
And the only threat that ever came around was Frieza, and Frieza almost immediately did that to him.
No complaints here! You're incredible!
Goku, emotional support. I like their solution.
There's little enough time as it is. Why would you call our agent back here?
To send them back a few seconds earlier.
Okay, here you go. Now off to work again.
Huh?
Use your head, old man. It's simple. All we need to do is go back in time a little bit more, right?
Oh, that was even a possibility? Feels like cheating to me.
Nope.
Stop being silly, Gramps. You know defending history is our solemn duty. We'll do whatever we have to do.
Except change
So
things.
anyway, good luck out there. We'll be waiting for you here.
Meanwhile.
How I've longed for this moment. In but a very short time, the Dragon Balls will grant me eternal life.
He didn't even know they existed until a few seconds ago. Yeah.
If I eat enough fruit from the tree,
They are the ones defending history.
even Frieza and Mira, with all their power, won't be able to stop me. I will utterly destroy Kakarot, and the entire universe will kneel before me.
The Dragon Balls belong to me, Turles!
Our goals are the same.
He knew about the Dragon Balls in his movie.
The universe is mine to rule, and there's no place for you in it. You again? This is starting to annoy me.
I've only seen him once. It's starting to annoy him.
How would you feel about a temporary truce?
They're just about to kill each other, and then temporary truce, and then they're gonna kill each other right after it.
So, first things first, is it? Huh, all right, I'll agree to that.
And he just agrees to it.
We'll make you regret interfering in our business.
He said our business right after. He just said that he's not working with them anymore because he's gonna take it for himself. And here's where he eats the fruit. Okay.
Those two are far more powerful than how you remember.
So Lord Slug thing is, he was a really, really old man, and he was a conqueror of universes. I mean galaxies. An evil conqueror of galaxies.
Your power next to mine.
They went to Earth to get the Earth's Dragon Balls because Planet Namek's Dragon Balls he couldn't get for some reason.
If you say so, boy.
And he can turn giant, but he doesn't do that in this game.
But honestly, the more I
Only every other Namekian can do that in this game.
pretty big fool to take on that traitor Kakarot's brat. I'm just not that desperate. What?
He was from the movie right after Turles'.
All this power brings me one step closer to ruling the universe. How could I not be happy?
I'm pretty sure it was just called Lord Slug.
Once this is finished, you're next, Turles. I hope you're prepared.
They weren't very creative with the movie names until later on.
Warriors like us should stick together.
If you swear to become my loyal servant,
Yeah, boneless pants.
we never get along anyway.
Go on.
If I remember correctly, she either she either had them on her person, or she just gave him the Dragon Radar and his minions found them in 10 seconds. Because he said you would destroy the Earth if she didn't give it to him.
I don't know who you are.
Why do I keep using the same attack?
I owe you a lot.
What's happening? I feel a surge of pure dark energy.
This Toa's doing. She must.
And they were betrayed.
Have the fruit somehow.
Who would have thought that someone called the Queen of the Demon Realm would betray them?
It looks like my experiment was a success.
Brilliant scientist. Average fighter, but brilliant scientist.
That woman is Toa, and the one beside her is Mira. They're the ones behind all of this.
Shaving off life to unleash a new level of power.
You'll have to get through me first.
Yeah, while I'm doing this, I'm fighting them. If that makes sense. Yeah, good luck me.
This feels absolutely incredible.
We're betrayed, but it feels absolutely incredible.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm joining.
No, not the underworld.
Sure, the mirror problem is-
The underworld is an entirely different thing. She was the Queen of Demon Realm. Because... what's it called? She was Deborah's sister. If I remember correctly, Deborah got turned into a cookie by Majin Buu and eaten. So I guess she would be queen at this point. Unless there's someone else.
Galaxy cannon.
I mean, she created Mira, so he can't do it. And, nope. Now Lord Slug is dead. Honest mistake. And then the two villains that were in the commercial for this game died. Not even a quarter of the way through the game. The end for them.
You can do a lot better than that.
They tried, they failed. 10 minutes. Again. I just look at the time.
That was a spectacular display of power, but I don't think they're finished yet.
They are finished.
Okay, I'm heading back to Mira's location.
Good. Thank you.
Yes. Rest in peace, you two. You really weren't important, even though you were made out to be.
The fight with Frieza is happening as we speak. The sky just went dark. That means they used the Dragon Balls. Justice had been done in the past.
Well then, Frieza won't hold back much longer. Watch yourself out there.
This isn't even my final form. There's final form Frieza.
Frieza's true form?
No, not his true form, his final form.
I figured he'd be like huge, right?
It's a good lesson in not judging a book by its cover. He's been going easy on us so far. Damn it!
And he's invincible.
Gather the Dragon Balls and make wishes! I'm sorry.
Nah.
but I'm not strong enough to save you all from this.
I made you a promise, remember? I said I'd make you look dead.
Frieza and your power is enough of a problem for us. But Toa is simply performing your strength. If Goku should arrive before much longer, do your best to hang in there until then.
Shouldn't be too hard.
I'll show you something great. Wait, really believe you can beat Frieza? Sorta.
Yeah, he thinks he can beat Frieza.
Smile while you still can, Frieza. For I am the Super Saiyan that you have feared your entire life.
Sure he is.
You make the work here.
This was Frieza's thing.
You call yourself a Super
I
Saiyan?
think I'm supposed to just let him kill Vegeta here.
Possible.
Yep.
Super Saiyan.
He's invincible until Vegeta was dead. No distractions.
This is no fun. You seem to have lost the will to fight. It's a...
And then Goku.
Sorry I'm late. I'll take care of the rest.
No, you won't.
Listen! Frieza! Can I ask you to do something? I'd like to ask
Yeah.
if you give me a little bit of time.
They're only barely giving him a scratch because they weren't strong enough to do anything.
All right, Vegeta. This is for you. I'm a Saiyan.
I have better numbers than anyone in this game. And this entire anime is a numbers thing. Hold him off. While he charges that thing up, that it takes 30 minutes to charge. It's done. Frieza, just give me a little bit of time. I want to try something. Okay. Okay, it's done. Wait, what?
No complaints here. You're incredible.
Gameplay recording blocked and then unblocked again. Yay, Frieza is dead. Not really. You thought you could have a happy ending! Frieza despises happy endings.
No way!
Fine. I'll just kill you all.
He says all. Then he specifically targets only Krillin. It just blows him up.
How dare you! You are going to pay for this!
What's that so hard?
That's enough, Frieza! Now I'm mad!
Won't be easy.
What's going on?
Go on.
Oh look!
Go on, go back to work.
Curse you, Frieza!
Out of here while I still have some control over myself! Be gone!
This is all happening so fast.
You can do a lot better than that.
He says, "I like finish the level in 10 seconds."
I didn't use enough power.
I see. You were afraid of being caught in the explosion. You failed.
Thinking of your safety at a time like this?
Brother!
You always were weak.
Is that you?
You.
Brother!
Yeah, there it is. What's going on? And then he immediately dies.
Behold! This is my full power! I'll give you one. Ready yourself for my full power!
Oh, he's actually blocking now.
There's not much time. Let's hurry up and finish this.
Darn it! Here goes.
Nope. It's not canon. Cooler was in the movie right after Lord Slugs. It was called The Revenge of Cooler, even though he didn't have anything to avenge. His thing was literally he was Frieza's brother, and he had one more form than Frieza did. And he was gonna kill Goku. Because his brother couldn't. He said, my brother tried, my father tried, now I want to go. And then he died. Until the next movie after that. Cooler's Revenge.
Do you think we're just going to let
Buying time? There's no need for that. You're going to die here anyway. You know it.
Well, that killed the planet somewhere.
Just about I'll end this now!
I just punched him through Goku's chest.
You stubborn!
Yeah, cool backstory.
Just like I
He had his own version of the Ginyu Force. He just called them Cooler's Armored Squadron.
Talking about...
They didn't have a backstory at all. They didn't even think that it was worth it to put them in this game.
What?
Punga!
I see. So King Kai used the Dragon Balls.
Yep, King Kai.
Okay. I really don't know much about you, but you really helped me out. Let me be the one to finish this, though.
Alright.
Thank you.
Don't worry, Goku survived, probably. He always does. Except for all the times that he dies.
Hey, not bad! You surprised me.
He always comes back. Meanwhile.
So you couldn't seal the deal.
Hurry after him!
Alright, bye. And Bardock just continues to watch.
Excellent work! Even surviving a fight with Frieza is enough of a feat on its own.
Sure it is.
You did well.
Still, I was shocked when Cooler showed up.
Right. To think Toa and Mira could gain such powerful allies.
While we were tied up, they must have recruited whoever was free.
so the only reason that they brought Cooler in last minute was because he was available.
Huh? Where's your friend?
Gone after Mira. Those two arrived from the future and brought disaster. Mira and Toa. There seems to be no limit to their power.
Yeah, Cooler wasn't doing anything. Might as well just throw him in.
You might have to one day, though, so be prepared.
Anyway, you've done enough for one day. We'll call you when we need your help again.
What did Trunks do? Yeah, in his own timeline, he was gonna go kill Goku anyway. So, what is that? What kind of conversation is that to recruit him anyway? So, hey, you're about to go kill Goku? Yeah. How about you do it with your brother? No, he's a loser. But how about I tell you that he beats you here, and you could beat him if you teamed up with your brother? Oh, okay. And then he just immediately dies, along with his brother. And that is Cell.
No! Cell absorbed both 17 and 18 at the same time and attained his perfect form!
He has an actually interesting backstory.
It isn't. Before,
It's like Akira Toriyama took the time to write an interesting backstory for him because he thought that's where he wanted to end it. He wanted to end it with Cell.
But
so Cell,
he absorbed them
he's
both,
from the future.
Right?
He started in the past as just a cell. And then the evil Dr. Giro just kept adding the DNA of every strong fighter that he could get his hands on. Everyone. So he had the DNA of Piccolo, Vegeta, Goku, Trunks, Frieza, King Cold. Everyone else is considered strong. Probably even Hercule.
Yes, but the order of things is different. Cell saw how much stronger my dad and I became.
He came back from the future to attain his perfect form because the androids. Because Trunks in the future destroyed the androids that would have allowed him to achieve his perfect form once.
But if he's already achieved his perfect form, I don't think the Cell games will happen.
Yeah, he would have been able to achieve his perfect form and absorb the androids, but Trunks destroyed him, so he went back to the past where the androids still existed.
Why don't you pop in and pay Cell a visit?
And when Goku was still alive.
You're
coincidentally.
far stronger than you were back then, so that might get his attention.
This is getting ridiculous.
Wait, with all these
It
changes,
doesn't sound that impressive
does that
explained.
mean Krillin and Android 18 won't get married?
But what is it called? The Cell Saga is actually a lot better written than the Buu Saga and the Frieza Saga, in my opinion.
It is. Please.
And it was
you're
supposed
so
to be.
dense. Anyway, it's time to get to work. Trunks will be able to lend you some support on this one.
All right. I'm familiar with this part of history, so I'll be happy to guide you.
Yeah, very familiar with this part of history.
That's true. You're the worst with romance stuff. But you do know how to punch things.
Could you lay off that for a while, please?
Yeah.
The entire reason that Trunks was introduced to the series was because he went back in time to chasing after Cell. Yeah, so much to sell, exactly. Very merchandisable character. His perfect form looks awesome.
I only want to know Goku's location.
This is Android 17. He was built by Dr. Gero, sort of. Modified from some bum off the street named Lapis.
Until you change your mind.
More powerful than he should be.
His primary programming was kill Son Goku.
Try to dispel the enchantment on 17 before Cell arrives.
I don't care who
So throughout the entire saga, he tries to kill Son Goku. But first he killed Dr. Gero. Because he didn't want to take orders. But he still went out to kill Goku for some reason.
This long awaited. Now I will unite with 17 and 18 and attain my perfect form.
I don't know who you are.
Good. Piccolo.
Goodbye, Piccolo.
Piccolo!
You have to get away from here.
Oh, whoop. Did that too early.
Will not listen to reason.
No one saw that.
But what about you?
History did not get altered.
What?
It is time for me to rise. Though I
Right.
cannot yet meet Goku.
Yeah. All of the androids, their thing was they were programmed to kill Son Goku. That's pretty much all you need to know about them. Until, what's it called? The Boo Saga, because Android 18 is the only one that's still relevant at that point. Because she becomes Krillin's wife. And there's Android 16. He was all robot.
So do you really have that little regard for your own life?
What are you doing, 16? You aren't really going to fight, are you?
There is no.
He's the strongest.
In the correct time, 16 and 17 power. Now,
But he had a one-track mind because he wasn't human at one point. It was just kill Son Goku. And then for some reason he liked birds. And Android 16 has been absorbed.
Well done! Make sure to keep...
Not gonna fight for semi-perfect Cell, because that would take an extra character model. Just skipping straight to perfect form Cell.
Welcome back! Great work out there.
We can't say they all lived happily ever after, though.
What are you talking about?
In the end, Cell absorbed androids 17 and 18 and attained his perfect form, right?
Right?
Yeah.
But that's the original flow of history. We can't change that. What concerns me more is that we haven't seen Toa or Mira yet this time. One thing is clear. You can be sure this won't be the end. We need to keep a close eye on the timeline.
For 10 whole seconds.
Don't worry. Leave that to me. You should go and rest for a while. Thanks for everything.
Yes, I will rest for 10 seconds. Have a nice nap. No, I woke up 1 second early.
Oh, there you are.
Trunks found something.
Oh, there you are.
in the scrolls he was
Just
reviewing.
walked out of the room and walked back in.
After Cell reached his perfect form, he came up with something called the Cell Games.
Yes, the Cell
But here's
Games.
the deal. One of the participants shouldn't actually be there.
Mira.
He exists outside of the ordinary flow of time. I'll be going with you to fight. This time, though, the two of you can support us.
You can count on us.
Show the newcomer how it's done, Trunks.
He's going to a timeline where he exists.
Right.
Already? And it's already a timeline where he exists and he wasn't supposed to exist yet. What are the repercussions of this? If he meets himself. Thinky, thinky. Hello.
You won't get past me, Mira.
So they sent Trunks.
My honor is a time patrol.
They sent Trunks.
You down
Okay.
right now.
Insist on fighting.
You bet I do. No matter how powerful the opponent, I will never give in.
Such an odd.
Super Saiyan 2 should do it.
You're an interesting one.
What?
You brought a Saiyan.
Galaxy cannon.
I'm afraid extra muscle won't do.
How does he not know me yet?
Are fighting right now at the Cell Game.
I give up. I can see how strong you are.
Just in the middle of it, Goku just says, I give up.
Now it's your turn, Gohan. Come on.
Looks like Goku is done fighting.
Yeah, but there are 3 of him in this timeline.
Certainly about time.
So the explanation for why the universe didn't break or anything was because baby Trunks did not understand what future Trunks was. Because he was a baby.
Everything is ready.
There are 3 of him at this point.
What are you planning this time, Toa?
I imagine you'll have your share of fun today.
I don't believe it. You're seriously awesome.
And back to plot.
Cell's power is shooting up all of a sudden. This must be Toa's dark magic.
No, it's the fruit of the tree of might.
I'm sorry, but that's all the help I can give you. The old me is here too, you know. So there's that. Cell is more dangerous than before.
Probably should have thought of that before
First time
coming here.
we've seen this trick. They may have some extra surprises in store, so stay on your guard.
Those are Cell Juniors. Their backstory is Cell literally
Be careful.
just popped them out
Incredibly strong.
to fight everyone else while Gohan and Goku fought him.
Sure, they look small, but remember, they are still my children.
Cell Juniors are the real
This
threat.
is babies.
Make sure they don't hurt you. You're fighting. You're really strong.
I owe you one, whoever you are.
I have a request for you.
Whoa, a talking head!
Talking here.
Galaxy cannon.
How do I remember that?
Carry
No way, Buster. You don't sell Rika. It's right by
You want to be useful, don't you?
Yes, he self-reproducing.
The world champion.
Just threw that in at the end. It makes a little bit of sense because he had Piccolo DNA in him, but
some no. They're causing trouble. Champ, stand back. Do
they literally just threw him in. I mean, what's it called? Threw them in for 10 seconds. He's like, it's like 20 episodes into Cell just fighting Goku and Gohan and them just watching, and he said, you know what? They need to do something. And they just birthed 6 babies.
To hold it back.
And they're all supposed to be as strong as him. The world I love, the animals, the plants. The car already did that.
You're gonna pay for everything you've done!
At last, you reveal yourself. Now this is what I've longed for.
Gohan has finally unlocked his potential. Except, like the history we know, there's still Cell Juniors around. It's not over yet.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me kill all of them before this happened.
Don't get full of yourself, kid. Have you lost what little mind you have? You really believe that you can take me on? Bluffing child.
Going away. Alright.
Show
Alright.
power of the almighty Cell.
Why do you always say that? Finish. So smacks Trunks is.
Hey, not
I mean,
bad.
was the same.
You surprised
Go
me.
on, and then it just finish.
You got needy Pokemon.
Okay, go play Pokemon. Yeah, perfect way to end. He just smacks Gohan to finish. And Cooler has his back. Coolers are back. The big Yeti star enabled him to cheat death. How could this be?
The Cell games are open to anyone, aren't they? Then we will be participating as well.
What in the world?
Very well. Allow me to welcome you to the Cell.
Welcome.
But why here and now?
Who is this metal cooler character? And why are there so many coolers?
Metal Cooler was created by the technology containing the Big Yeti Star.
Oh, they explained.
Something like a tunnel through space and time. Those metal coolers went through it, so they can participate in the Cell games. Please, you have to stop them somehow. Blast. They just keep coming.
Trunks, you have to join in too. If you go through the one, Gohan and the others won't see you.
So I went through the wormhole. Trunks go through the wormhole. Okay. And then I go through the wormhole. Instead. Unless I didn't see him either. New Namek.
To think you'd willingly jump out of the frying pan and into the fire!
A little bit more explanation to his powers. Every time that one of them gets killed, they're supposed to come back. Nope, too far. Yeah, they're supposed to come back impervious to whatever killed them. It's kind of like Doomsday. But not really. But right now the actual cooler is just a brain in a mess of wires. Inside of the Big Daddy Star. Which they did not animate. I just saw Frieza's spaceship in the background looking at the Twitch end. They didn't even make a unique new Namek. Yeah, he's basically actual cooler is Mother Brain, and the metal coolers are Doomsday. That's the best way I can explain it.
Another flop, but do you really think you could survive against
And there's millions of them.
Come on. You really think I'd dive in here head first without a plan?
What?
My mother? She's a brilliant scientist.
Hey! Someone else said it.
Big Daddy Star just a few moments, all of you will be blown to smithereens.
What? But how?
All right, you just have to hold them back until the metal coolers.
His mother was an average fighter, but a brilliant scientist. These guys are like butter. Really surprised that they didn't make them stronger for this game. I mean, in this game. He's weaker than Final Form Frieza right in this game. And Final Form Frieza's power level was supposed to be 1 million, but Metal Coolers was supposed to be 10 billion.
Could you go back and check on the others?
And yet they go down in almost one punch.
Hey, not bad! You surprised me there.
Father and son, the last Kamehameha. If only they knew. If only. I'm already halfway through this game and it's only been an hour. Look, even more than half, actually.
Look, I'll support you from the time nest, okay? You gotta take it from here.
So,
Oh, thanks to my sane self, returning to health from a near-death experience has only made me even more powerful.
Yeah, at this point he blew himself up and he didn't think that he would come back.
Have you gone insane?
But he regenerated from just his nucleus.
Wanting to destroy you with my own two hands.
Self-power is still being enhanced by Toa's magic. You have to save Noah and beat Cell.
Bye-bye. This is supposed to be Gohan's moment. So much for that.
You can do a lot better than that.
First time I actually got more ranked better for some reason. Ah!
Impossible! How can I?
And Cell has been torn apart on a molecular level.
He did it!
Yes! Yes, I did it! Amazing. He actually pulled it off. He won.
Yamcha. You know what?
Welcome back.
We're gonna see him one more time.
That was a wild ride, wasn't it? I never expected.
There's gonna
to
be
see
so
a
much
swarm of
more time. I'm going to do the best
But
parallel
everything
quest in this
turned
entire
out
game.
Just fine.
Right afterwards.
Thanks to
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I really didn't expect Trunks
The
to be
parallel
able to pull
quests,
off a stunt like
they're
that.
just all what-if scenarios. They're not the main story, but
Huh? Hold on a sec.
one in particular
I thought that
involving
was why you sent me there in the
Yamcha.
first place.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one has to
I
be
had that
seen.
all planned out. Why are you looking at me like that? Everything turned out fine, didn't it?
Good grief. You sure don't have it easy, do you?
Good grief. Do you remember Peanuts?
Gohan? You're still alive?
We'll fix that soon enough. Kill him. Full power.
Another block scene? An actual good animation for one scene.
Gohan!
Why did I do the history of Trunks afterwards? Oh, you do?
It can't be.
It's been forever since I've seen that.
Gohan! Gohan!
Yeah, comics, cartoons, Christmas specials, movies. I've seen them.
Oh, it's you, huh?
Oh,
This scroll?
it's you.
Right here?
I didn't go anywhere.
It holds the history where I came from. In it, everyone was wiped out by 7.
Yes, Gohan is dead.
Even Gohan, who was the last to go.
Everyone was wiped out by 16 and 17, and Gohan was the last to go.
If Mom hadn't built that time machine, then I, and everyone else in the world, would be...
I can't say that I approve of building a machine that can fiddle around with history.
I like future Gohan better than regular Gohan.
Yeah.
Really. Future Gohan...
Oh well.
Regular Gohan just
milk,
ended up becoming a dad. That's just what happened. But future Gohan, where
No, not this.
Goku died of a heart
We need to act fast.
attack. He basically turned out like Superman.
Yeah.
One-armed Superman. But they didn't go through the trouble of making his model only have one arm. They just, in this game, they just have him only use one arm, but to fight with. But
I do.
Yeah, he only had one arm.
Then, good luck.
And he was basically Superman, and he died. Why did I explain him? I am not fighting him. Well, it's kind of confusing seeing one Gohan, and then seeing another Gohan, and then seeing a third Gohan. So, this one is unique from the other two. Android 16 did not exist in his timeline. That's what's wrong here. Android 16 was part of the main timeline.
There are more than just 17 and 18? I will destroy the sun.
Destroy the son of Son Goku.
Even stronger than the others.
Now we can go all out.
You have to get out of here. Hurry! I will destroy whoever.
Oh, wait a minute, no. It's not time to go even further beyond yet. Got it.
Thanks. I had no idea there were any decent fighters left. But there couldn't be.
Yep.
There were. I would have noticed that. It's pretty strange that they're...
Speaking of androids.
So, Gohan. You're just so power. Fine fuel to further my evolution.
There's no way he's strong enough to beat Mira. After that fight, the androids
He handled himself pretty well.
two of you together sealed the contest.
Who is this guy? How is he so strong?
When you see Majin Buu, that is the time where I will go further, even further beyond.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop me!
You're not going to get your way today, Mira!
Trunks. Trunks? What are you doing here? I thought you... Wait a minute. You...
Unfortunately, it means Mira just
You know you can't do this!
slightly listened to it. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, not bad. You surprised me there.
Just stop fighting.
Why can't I beat you? Even against three of you. I am far stronger. I must be.
I won't let you kill Gohan!
Yeah. Gohan was basically...
Trunks.
He wasn't Trunks' father, but he was basically... That's what he was to him. And he...
So Bulma was able to finish her time machine.
I've seen him die many times.
I'm really proud of you, Trunks.
Thanks!
Right. It's not the time for this. 17 and 18 are attacking the city.
You're right.
Yeah, it just ends with everyone near each other just chilling.
Gohan, I'll go with you to fight. This time, I won't hold you back.
What are you saying? You know you're not allowed to do that, Trunks! If you help out Gohan here, you'll change the course of history!
Ah, shut up, Cronoa!
I know, but
Trunks?
Please, you have to stop.
Oh,
Trunks.
Supreme kind of time. It's not supposed to be known yet.
Is there something you want to tell me? If you're here, all grown up, then the future is safe, isn't it? And so, this fight has a real purpose. That's enough for me.
No! You can't! Go on!
Trunks, it looks like you've made a good friend. You can't abandon a good friend, can you?
Literally just watching Superman go off to die.
It was really good to see you, Trunks.
Go on!
It's supposed to happen. Haven't you seen Batman vs. Superman? This is how it's supposed to end.
That was a heavier bit of history for him than I'd realized. I was careless. But I didn't think he'd just take off like that. If he'd actually gone through with the whole thing, well, it would be one more mess to clean up. I'm glad you were there. Thank you.
I think Trunks could really use a break after this one. I'll keep an eye on the scrolls for a little while.
Oh, so he gets an 11-second break.
I'm afraid you'll have to do the work of two for a while. Sorry about that.
I've been doing the work of everyone for a while.
Oh, there you are. Well,
The second
it
time he
seems
said
there's
that.
still a bit of a problem left over from that last change in history.
It would seem that Android 16 wasn't entirely defeated.
He's not supposed to be in that timeline at all. Someone activated him and then revived him.
It must be Toa. I'm sure 16 is going to be even stronger than before.
Did he just hear what he
Can you
just came
handle
out of
this
his
for
mouth?
us?
Thanks. You're a huge help.
Someone activated the robot and then revived the robot. Then revived the robot.
Phew. We actually made it back. We're in my era. No matter what, I have to bring peace here.
Yeah. You're ready to see Cell again in a few minutes. This is the timeline where he goes back to his time before Cell goes back in time to kill everyone. Try to wrap your head around that one.
What is 16 doing here? Something isn't right.
Destroy.
He's so strong.
He's so strong, he's doing nothing.
He must have been powered up somehow.
Okay, done.
You'll have to fight him.
He literally did nothing that entire fight. And there's Cell.
You're in your perfect form?
Funny you should ask, really. You might be interested to know that I absorbed 17 and 18.
After they were told he absorbed 17 and 18.
That's impossible.
And also, how is it that you know my name? Oh, wait. I know.
Yeah, Cell 3.
That's the only explanation for it. That you know something.
He actually picked it apart right there.
This stranger is my ally.
He's like, oh, you came from the past. That's how you know who I am.
Any more androids left alive? Oh, did you bring your little friend along for the ride? Is he here from the past too? I'm warned.
He guessed that
Interfere.
Android 16 was from the past as well.
Saiyan survivor, huh? Now what did you come for? Are you?
I don't know.
As long as you're here, humanity has no future. But your reign of terror ends today.
Shut up, amateur.
Listen up, androids. I will completely annihilate you.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he was part android. He was the bio-android.
Well done. Make sure to keep training.
It's all finally
So
over.
the regular androids,
Everyone.
who are basically
I have
just
to thank
cyborgs,
you,
were not
too.
cyborgs. They were androids, and he was born as a cyborg, so he was the bio-android. If that makes sense. And of course it does not.
Ah, you're back.
Yes,
work.
that's typically what happens.
Fine job. Trunks.
I'm sorry I acted so rashly back there.
Which one of you?
Just don't do it again. I understand how you must feel, but I can't allow you to do things like that. It's dangerous.
Yeah. And I owe you an apology too. I'm really sorry.
What is he apologizing to me for?
Thank you for all you did.
And here comes the cute little bit that they threw in.
Gohan? You're still alive?
What are you talking about?
We'll fix that soon enough.
Wait.
Kill him.
Okay.
Full power.
I will never die. Even if my body breaks. Another will rise in my place. To dismantle you heartless androids.
He didn't say that in the original movie.
Come on.
Don't get in trouble on there, Michael.
I won't.
Are you sure? It looks like history has been slightly altered.
No shit.
A change like that will vanish when I put the scrolls together. But still, maybe I should leave it.
Well, you don't think a little change like that would do any harm, do you? Let's just let that one slip by.
What they stand for is absolutely no changes whatsoever. And then they just let one slip. Okay, here's Majin Buu.
This is big! This is really, truly tremendous!
Supreme Kai of Time. What's going on?
Listen carefully. Toki Toki has laid the egg we've been waiting for!
He's laid an egg.
Wait. You're kidding. An egg?
Yeah, a male bird just laid an egg.
From Toki Toki!
This is a cause for celebration.
Supreme Kai of Time, is this the emergency you were talking about?
Yes.
Yeah! We have to throw a big party!
I see. I figured there was some big change in history.
You just don't get it! You don't get it at all! Do you know what this means? This is incredibly happy news for our world! For every world ever!
Is that so?
Oh, I guess I must have neglected to tell you about them. Toki Toki holds power over time, right? The eggs he lays contain all the time for a universe.
The eggs he lays.
When one of those magnificent eggs hatches, it marks the dawn of a whole new timeline.
Wow. That's one heck of an egg, isn't it?
So, we have a party to prepare. I'll cook up something wonderful.
Hold on a minute. Could we have the party later, maybe?
Oh, the animations. And they just freeze like this as long as I don't press X. And we keep it going.
But I have a new apron and everything.
And I'm sure it looks great on you, but I'm not that hungry, and,
Oh. Well, in that case...
She's a terrible cook. That literally was the end of the last game. Was she's a terrible cook.
Okay, I guess we'll wait until we can get everyone together.
That's how the last game ended.
After all, that partner of yours isn't back yet anyway.
yeah. I hope everything's okay.
I'm sure
You can
I'm
always
fine.
make a phone call every once in a while.
Right.
What's a phone?
Look! Another change in history!
Don't know whether I should say that's convenient or not.
Excellent work.
Yes, he got Majin Boo's thing. Yes, you will not be fine.
We've gathered quite a lot of energy. Turles, Slug, and Cooler, they're all doing their parts. They brought back a great deal of damage energy. Much more than I expected.
Yes. Thanks to it, I feel far stronger. So why is it that I suddenly feel anxious? What is that
Brilliant, remember this
immeasurable
chilling.
power? This one is the same. Incredible. He's far stronger than when we first captured him. And is he even stronger than when Toa augmented his power? But this one doesn't frighten me. Not like the other ones.
All this inner dialogue, nothing is being said this entire time.
Mira, the time has come. We will put the plan into action.
The time has come.
You must be growing restless, right?
No, they seem pretty relaxed. Okay, now Super Saiyan 3 has been introduced.
Kakarot! It's you! What are you looking at, Kakarot? I'm the one you have to fight!
It's the legendary Super Saiyan, Broly! He's been driven mad by his hatred for Goku, bringing him...
Majin Buu's energy is completely
Yeah.
off the charts!
It's Broly. His backstory was when Goku was a baby, and he was also a baby. And Goku cried, and it disturbed his sleep, and then his planet exploded. So he hated Goku for the rest of his life.
You're right.
Because he remembered him crying.
Fight Majin Buu together. Even you will when you're not being careful. I release Majin Buu, so I'll deal with him. After that, we'll have our fight. I'm still alive.
He just killed Goku. Why isn't Broly stopping? There's Majin Buu. And right back into it.
Is this clumsy-looking idiot Majin Buu? I'm not going to hell alone. You're coming with me. You listen. I'll take a break.
Broly's out of the picture. That should be history back on track.
Sure, it's sad.
Buu wasn't this.
Well, this is Majin Buu.
You'll have to lend my dad a minute.
He existed for millions of years, and he was a force of... Bibbidi learned how to control him thousands of years ago, then Bibbidi died. And then, so did Buu, for some reason. Inexplicably, Buu died. But then, Bibbidi's clone, Bobbidi, came at this time period and resurrected Majin Buu. And then shortly after, he was killed.
What is this? He's not.
Well, not shortly after. Like 100 episodes into it. The Buu saga.
You, whoever you are, you've allowed
70 of them were filler.
without reservation. For that, I owe you my thanks. Go on! Now go!
Or something like that.
Move!
Yeah,
Hey, not bad. You surprised me there.
that's Majin Buu specifically. He was the Buu that came from... came about when...
Dad!
Majin Buu...
Take care
when
of your mother for
Kid Buu absorbed the Supreme... the Grand Supreme Kai.
since you were a baby. Let's embrace.
That's why he ended up... He took on his personality. And his personality was a giant child. Like, he absorbed the strongest guy in the universe, and he had the mentality of a child. Bobbidi did not know that, and he just let him do it. And that's how Majin Buu happened.
Take those two as far away as you can. Hurry! I'm counting on you, Piccolo. I know how to be rid of you now. For good. This is the first time someone fought for something other than himself. He's giving his own.
Here's where
I'll keep
Vegeta
you from
explodes
coming
himself.
back this time. By blowing you to dust. Farewell, Bulma, Trunks.
It does not work. But this is specifically what Majin Vegeta blows it up. It's not just regular Vegeta, it was Majin Vegeta, because of the big M on his forehead.
Great work. You did very well today.
Father.
Well, in a few seconds
That wasn't
work.
an easy piece of history to revisit for you. But there is no time to stew over the past. History is still quite a bit off kilter at the moment.
Don't worry about the past, we have to worry about the past.
Hey!
What do you want?
Come on, grow a heart already. You need to take it easy on Trunks. This has been very hard on him.
No. I'm fine, really. Thank you, though.
It
I'm
wouldn't be
proud
hard
of
on
my
him,
father's
that
son.
one specifically.
Seeing that won't get me down. Anyway, thanks for your hard work.
That,
Go get some rest. Then talk to me when you're
that
ready.
wasn't his father, exactly. Like, that was Kid Trunks' father. from the proper timeline. So this Trunks' father has been dead since
Take a
he was a
look
baby.
At this scroll. This change in history is far worse than what we've seen so far. Majin Buu was dangerous enough as he was before, but he's gotten much stronger now.
Plus,
Yeah.
you'll have to watch out for
Boo's
Mira.
thing was he was supposed to be invincible.
I'll be off tracking Mira
Like,
from
not
another angle.
indestructible, but
You stay
invincible.
focused on
He
Majin
could
Buu.
regenerate from anything. And he was a galaxy buster instead of just a planet buster. He could blow up entire galaxies at once. That's how strong he was. And that's not Majin Buu though. That's Evil Buu, or Super Buu.
See my snack? There's something about your face I don't like. I'll turn you
He's
into a nutty.
Majin Buu with the goodness repressed,
Can't win this on his own.
and with a bunch of other people
Stranger,
absorbed.
Listen up. Got a bit of a job for you.
Aside from just the Grand Supreme Kai. Yes, Galaxy Buster. This is where the dub of Dragon Ball Z Kai is at.
My fusion ran out! What should we do, Trunks?
It's already been 30 minutes.
I don't know. I think we need that weirdo to protect us.
Hang in there just a bit longer. Gohan will come flying in to rescue you. Yes, all powered up and he'll certainly be able to destroy you with the power that I created. So just try to
Yeah.
stick it out of this object, okay?
This is after
Bragging, can you?
Gohan is trained with the Elder Kai. It's like right in approximately 10 seconds, Ultimate Gohan will just come out.
You can do a lot better than that.
After chilling with Buu for a little bit. Just looking at the screen and this Buu just looks. I mean, just sits there. Ultimate Gohan.
That's the stuff, Gohan! Just like I taught you!
Gohan, that's great! You weren't dead!
Are you really Gohan? Don't tell me. You've come to fight!
No. I've come to kill you.
You will pay!
Broly is back! This time with a Zenkai boost.
Still alive? There was a monster, isn't he? Gohan will have a hard time if he has to fight him and you at the same time. Don't let him anywhere near Gohan.
That's a Saiyan for you. He's stronger than ever. You have to make sure he doesn't get back up this time.
Yeah, that kind of just explains the Zenkai boost. If a Saiyan, i.e. Broly, gets close to death and somehow manages, I mean, almost dies and somehow manages to heal from it, they get as strong as what almost killed them. Right now he should be as strong as me.
Impossible!
So much for that.
Now, Vegeta wants to go.
Wait a minute!
What's the matter?
My dad! He can't escape from hell! If he can't get out, the horror!
What? You heard them, right? Find a way to distract Boo and go try to help Vegeta.
Galaxy Cannon.
Man, Boo's just chilling again.
I gotta admit, that was pretty close.
And then instantly Hiffle. Apparently Trunks is here. Yeah.
Janemba? Is he on their side now too? This is bad.
Janemba.
The monster made out of pure evil that collected in the soul cleansing machine.
I'll go fight.
He doesn't need an explanation beyond that.
You say Vegeta was somewhere around there?
That was literally his entire movie. He was a monster. Because the soul cleansing machine was destroyed.
Vegeta! So it seems that the only way out of this hell is
And it mutated
you.
just some random person.
For a fight. You've got it. I hope you're ready, creature! Listen up! Don't blame me!
He's hanging out with you too? Oh, Janemba's looking at his hand.
Believe it! You're seriously awesome!
Much more interesting than actually fighting. Timeline screwed up.
Finally had enough.
No, it's not Janemba, it's Janemba. With a J. He was gonna wave. I think he was just more interested in what his hand looked like. Because he opened his hand and was looking at the palm. But, yeah. Timeline that's not canon is screwed up because Janemba didn't actually die. He was just purified.
Trunks is resting now. His wounds are healed, but he exhausted himself, so he's still unconscious.
That fight against Janemba was something else. Well, as long as everyone is still alive. Sorry, but I'm afraid this means we'll need you to take care of our case of historical hiccups.
Things aren't back to normal quite yet. It seems that Majin Buu has lost all self-control and has become a living embodiment of pure evil.
So he's
This
just
should
Kid
be
Buu
the
now.
last battle for now. Do your best out there.
Yeah, it's the last battle, and then a 10-second break. And that is Majin Buu's true form. That is with no one except Buu.
Listen,
inside of Buu.
You're here, it means you're willing to fight. We need time. Give me a hand. Don't mess this up. People of Earth, listen to me. There is a warrior who is fighting Majin Buu at this very moment. But we need your help. Everyone join forces to defeat Majin Buu.
Citizens of the universe, lend me your energy.
Share as much of your energy as possible with me.
I'm actually having a little bit of trouble with
You're
them.
going to need a lot more if you want to beat Boo. I know that. Problem is,
Probably because it's near the end of the game.
busting me for some reason. Damn it, Earthlings! Hurry up and help! Why? Why isn't everyone listening?
Because Hercule's not saying it. Nope. Why isn't Goku firing it yet?
What are you all waiting?
Okay, there it is.
Come on, people! Hurry and help! Are you all going to refuse me? Hercule! I'm one fight Majin Buu now! Hurry and lend me your power! Hercule? Well, it can't be helped. This had to be said to save their chance.
Okay, here it comes.
Whoa! Get away! Get away! Let's go! Take this!
The unkillable Majin Buu killed by the Spirit Bomb.
I hope you were born someone good. See ya!
Yep, see ya when you're oob.
No complaints here! You're incredible!
Goku is still as supportive as always. No, here's something brand new. This is... We've officially left Dragon Ball Z Kai... I mean, what's it called? Dragon Ball Z and have entered Dragon Ball Super territory. So, next up is Beerus.
We can breathe easier for a bit. Hurry on back. Trunks has just regained consciousness.
Hold on! I saw something in hell. Mira had an ally other than Janemba with him.
Who?
What are you saying?
Their goal has been to collect energy from all the battles we've had so far. That means they're probably gathering up energy right now.
Where? Just hiding behind a rock. Yeah, 12 new dimensions. Yeah. Here it is.
While fighting as a god, you
The
somehow
Battle of Gods movie.
absorbed its power.
It's actually canon.
Very impressive, even for a truly rare talent.
We're having a conversation here!
There's Mira's ally! Let's find out where his masters are hiding!
Hold up there. You've just leapt into a very wide range. The person Goku is fighting is Beerus, the god of destruction.
This is so strange. What in the world is going on? The guy in the mask seems familiar.
It's very rude to barge in like that. Maybe I should destroy you.
Still can't win?
Nope.
I know that face. It's Bardock!
Shocker.
You've grown stronger.
Now show me everything you've got.
Mira should come too. Forget it. I'm going in there.
Oh, yeah? Just cool your jets. You're not allowed in this bit of history, and you know it.
Wow! Now there's another one. This must have you pretty steamed, huh, Beerus?
I'm running short on patience. Listen up, all of you. I want you out of here.
Be quiet. Just sit back and watch.
That idiot! What is he doing?
You've got a pretty big mouth. Are you really
Literally shit-talking Beerus.
God of destruction?
Oh, really? I couldn't care less.
He's supposed to be one of the strongest characters ever.
And I won't allow any distraction.
Even in Dragon Ball Super, which is supposed to be everyone stronger than
It's been a while since I
Dragon Ball
met
Z.
someone stubborn.
It's like third strongest
I'll watch a little while
person in any universe.
because I admire your guts.
That's Beerus.
Hey, not bad. You surprised me there.
I think Beerus is actually one of my favorite villains. If you could even call him that. He's like... He's neutral bad. That's how you describe him. But sometimes he's neutral good.
All right, I'm tired.
He looks like a kitty.
I can't take anymore. I've got half a mind to destroy you all right now.
Not like this! He'll destroy everything!
Stop right there!
Supreme Kai of Time!
I'm sending in my surprise! Hand it over to Lord Beerus!
Pudding!
Oh my! It's pudding! And a heaping helping of it, too!
If you promise not to destroy the universe, you can have all of that pudding! Is it a deal?
Yes, all right.
He could basically destroy
No
the
more fighting now.
Earth with his pinky if he
pudding
wanted
time.
to.
Hey, could I have one of those? I'm starved.
Help yourself. You want one too?
No! What a buzzkill. We will finish this later.
Yes, lots
Might
of
you
pudding.
spare me a cup as well?
I can always send more if that isn't enough. That's why I made tons of it.
Uh-oh.
Pardon me for one moment. Did you say you made this pudding?
That's right, sure did.
My stomach! I can't move!
Oh dear, he's quite upset now.
This is one of the hardest
This
boss fights in
won't
the
do it
game.
all. He must be subdued. Your assistance is required.
They even made his own unique boss music for this one fight.
The last time he was this angry, he extinguished 2 suns. Supreme Kai of Time. Your cooking is the cause of this. It's driven the god of destruction mad. Please, that was not a compliment. I would really like to avoid any further conflict.
Blast it all! I came here for a fight!
Look at that damage.
After what you ate, it's no longer a possibility. Just rest for a while.
This is payback.
I'm really focusing right now. His AI is actually competent.
Oh my, you are quite capable, aren't you? You have a level of strength that is rare, even among Saiyans. Looking for work?
This flick me.
Could be the next
And there's
god
a
of
pinky laser.
destruction.
No more of that!
And there's his
We can't have
planet-busting
this
attack.
waltzing in and stealing our personnel!
What a pity.
Probably should have stopped that. Oh, I'm almost dead. Okay. Yeah, I know.
I don't believe it! You're seriously awesome!
I think he has even better AI than the final boss, honestly.
You appear to have relaxed, Lord Beerus.
Yeah, and my stomach cramps are finally gone too.
I didn't expect to see Lord Beerus. We really cut that one close.
Don't you dare! Are you trying to kill me? I'll have no more of your cooking. All of this has worn me out. Let's go, Whis.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, I forgot to explain him. Oh.
Thank
Okay, basically, Beerus is the god of destruction
Earth
from
didn't
Universe
get
7.
destroyed after all. I'm not sure why you're here, but thanks for all the help. I really appreciate it.
Destroys planets at the drop of a pin, and he loves food. The only reason that he doesn't destroy the Earth in his movie is because the food. He's the only guy that Goku couldn't beat in one of the Dragon Ball movies.
Great work out there. We were really on the brink of disaster today.
I'm sorry, Lord Beerus. I could
He
make an
literally
extra special
spared the
lunch for you as an
Earth because of the
apology.
food. That was all.
Thanks to someone's cooking.
Come on. It wasn't that bad. Things might have gone a lot worse without my pudding.
Still, Mira and the Masked Saiyan both got away in the end.
Oh. I'm about to fight Whis. I was gonna explain him while...
They'll definitely try something
Fighting him.
now that we've seen both of them at work.
He's not his minion, no.
But what
He's
will
his
we
attendant.
try this time?
Yeah, they did. Oh wait, I'm not gonna fight Whis yet. I'm gonna fight Whis in a little bit. But first is Golden Frieza.
That's weird. There's a change starting to take place in this scroll.
I wonder if what they're really after is the energy generated by fixing this change in history.
If so, I'll be there. First, we need you to go in, investigate the cause, and try to fix it.
Same as usual.
What do you think they plan to do with all that energy they've been...
Gathering an amount of energy that enormous, they would be able to revive the demon realm easily.
The demon realm, eh?
It's the home of Toa and Dabura. That's pretty much all I know about it.
Well, that doesn't
That's all you need to
surprise
know
me.
about it.
There aren't many that know about it. It's all the way on the opposite side of the universe, after all. Toa's intentions can't be good. She might be trying to destroy the barrier between our world and hers.
If she succeeds in that, who knows what might happen?
With half of the universe becoming pure evil, you can't expect anything good. That's for sure.
Then we won't let them do it. We have to stop them, no matter what it takes.
Yep.
I wish we had more help. If only my partner were here.
It's been quite a while. That's worrisome.
Well,
Nah,
you know,
I'm fine.
We're all after Mira, so we're bound to meet up sooner or later. We found another scroll. The one that was changed this time.
No need to worry.
Contains the resurrected Frieza.
Frieza again.
Frieza's
Yes.
no joke.
Frieza again.
Aware of that. But we fought before, and I won that battle, if you remember.
Foolish child! Never underestimate an opponent! If you think for 1 second a single swing of a blade will win this time, you'll be sorry! Frieza is a born warrior. He's never trained a day in his life. If he suddenly felt the urge to improve himself, his power would be unimaginable.
In this altered history, Frieza's training and strength are far greater than before. To put it bluntly, he's on an entirely new level. So make sure you're ready for that.
Yeah.
Is he really that much stronger?
I'm afraid so. Do your best out there.
Just keep finishing missions over and over and over and over really quickly, within 10 minutes of each other. With 10-second breaks. So this is Resurrection F. This is where they introduced Golden Frieza. It's just Frieza after they resurrected him with the Dragon Balls. And he trained for a while. Then he went to fight Goku and Vegeta.
I suppose I can wait. In the meantime,
That's the extra backstory you get for him.
all of his companions. I hate to do this, but I guess I
Another movie that is canon.
Hey, citizen! You're now a temporary member
Oh, and there's
of the
Jocko.
Super Elite Galactic Patrol!
Look at those numbers and the power coming from the screen. Do it again.
He doesn't really have that much of a backstory. He's an intergalactic patrolman and his name is Jocko. That is his backstory.
Powerful friends. I have to say, it's pretty great to have a Xane on your side. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
What's going on?
Well now, this isn't remotely unsuspected. You'd think they'd go out in the report. Quite kind of them, wouldn't you say? Goku didn't even try to kill me, despite my unspeakable evil. Yes, everyone has such splendid, wonderful manners, don't they?
These are all his minions.
Makes me want to vomit.
This is the rest of the Frieza Force that isn't the Ginyu Force. It's just a hodgepodge of assorted aliens. They're all pretty weak. Some of them aren't even using ki, they're just using laser guns. They're all named after fruit. Yeah, the movie these guys came first. That was actually the bulk of that movie, was just thousands of these guys. And then Frieza right at the end. What was that? Donuts. Yeah, and there should be one more. Yes, dramatic posing. That was the Ginyu Forces thing, but oh, Frieza's shoulders did that.
There he is! Frieza's finally shown himself!
I was aware the Frieza balls had been slipping, but this is disturbing! I do believe you'll provide some amusement for a short while.
It's not even air battle anymore.
Extinction of the Saiyans. But here we are.
Okay, 10 feet off the ground. Nope, no destroying the planet.
Frieza is actually losing ground!
Still a game. He's become a monster beyond our understanding.
But now, can we all rush him?
Leave me out of this one. I've done enough for you as it is.
Hey, Goku is ready for instant transmission.
I like Bulma.
How does it go?
All right, let's do it.
Does he have to do this every time? Seriously.
Oh, you're calling.
Shrubbery!
Hey, not bad! You surprised me there.
Okay, now he's going to just go into his final form. Golden Frieza. There's a mouthful. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku.
Power levels might be too high. It's bad interference.
He really does look like Frieza. How in the world did he come back?
Use the Dragon Balls.
Yes, the Dragon Balls.
You'll
That's
hear it last. You did keep me waiting. But at last, the hour of my revenge is at hand.
You really have changed, haven't you?
I changed colors to make it easier to understand. You may call me Golden Frieza. And you see here that this change affects more than just my appearance. So,
It isn't over
your
yet.
You noticed me? This planet's Dragon Ball can
Cooler.
grant 2 wishes.
This planet's Dragon Ball
Guess
grants
who's
2
back?
wishes.
It's Cooler! Who is that? You look just like Frieza.
weren't expecting this, were you?
Nope.
Empty-handed, I have been reborn with new power. Today, our family will stand astride
The big kitties enabled him to cheat death.
So you think we'll let that happen?
Again.
This one's mine to deal with. You can handle Frieza.
Thank you, Vegeta.
Cooler.
Then you'll do it. But even the two of you have no chance of defeating me.
There's nothing in the universe we can't handle.
It isn't over yet.
Why did he come back as Metal Cooler? No, whatever, he's dead again. I'm just gonna charge and let him rest at the bottom. Oh, they almost beat Frieza.
So this is a strawberry sundae? It seems to be using that ice cream stuff as a base.
And this is your fruit? It reminds me of Planet Manu's giant frog brains. It's so juicy and delicious.
Hello? Can you hear me? Lord Beerus?
Hey, not bad! You surprised me there.
I just skipped a bunch of plot. Because I beat him too quickly.
This can't be!
It's over, Frieza.
Yes, for all of you! Over here, quickly!
Rip Earth.
Phew. That was a close one. We almost suffered the same horrible fate as the planet.
Oh dear. Was Earth destroyed?
Frieza did it, since he can survive in the vacuum of space.
I see.
Yeah, sorry, I had
to
take a drink of water real quick.
Who cares about any of that?
Yes, the Earth is dead.
What happened to my cream puffs? I'm not going home on an empty stomach.
Oh, come on! It's not like this is my fault! A woman named Toa is responsible for calling you here.
Toa hacked into the Time Nest communication system to call you out here, Lord Beerus. It seems Toa used some sort of device to impersonate the Supreme Kai of Time.
Yeah, basically, if they'd survived long enough, there would have been dialogue that said, come out here, I made cream puffs. No, Trunks made cream puffs, that's it.
When Earth was destroyed in the correct history, Whis rewound time to restore it. But, since the two of you are here, you can't do that now. History has been changed.
It seems we fell for it this time, Lord Beerus.
Oh, that is it. No one tricks a god of destruction. Where is this Toa woman? I'll destroy her for good.
Sorry, but we're not exactly sure. But they are trying to change history, so if we fix those changes, then they might show up. Maybe.
Whis?
Understood. At once, my lord. We shall return to the true timeline. I shall begin rewinding time.
You can only go back in time 3 minutes.
Have a moment.
And that's the limitation of his time travel power. But he can do it without the aid of any devices. And now they're even stronger.
Yes, that was close! It almost wiped out the entire planet! Thanks, you're the best! You will not be getting another try at that little trick!
We did it! Earth is safe and sound, but we're still in for more of Toa's tricks. Frieza and Xane are still powered up. Go and help Goku and my dad!
This power will make beating sickness real child.
That's right.
He's significantly stronger now.
I don't think it'll be that easy. This time, I'll make sure you don't come back!
What a surprise. Their methods are, of course, but they're much stronger than before.
Don't worry, I'm body blocked. The planet is going to fall.
States will have a hard time with this.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey! Aren't you gonna help them?
A fight is a fight, and this one isn't mine to butt into. I'm only here for Toa, but I suppose I'll cheer them on.
And one down. Just shoot around them. Don't mind me. Just turn it up. Okay.
Be gone!
This is the end of the line, Frieza!
This got me!
You're both finished!
I gotta admit, that was pretty close.
Alright. My health keeps getting lower and lower at the end of these.
And just who are you anyway? I'm guessing you're some random friend of Bulma's.
Come on, there's no need to pry. We should be grateful. I don't know. For some reason, this doesn't feel like the first time you've given me a hand.
Oh, really?
Anyway, if you ever need help with something, you can always count on me.
You did great today.
That
Same
was a
greeting every
real
time.
mess, wasn't it? Huh?
It did not work out at all. Toa never showed up, did she? This is so annoying. I really need a bit of stress relief. Would you mind if I destroyed this place?
Please don't do that! Listen! Toki Toki has finally laid the egg! You can't go and disturb it now! You'll ruin everything!
Would it be okay if I just destroyed all of time and space? I need to blow off some steam.
Well, you certainly have a way with words, don't you?
Really? Toki Toki just laid an egg? That's cause for celebration. Lord Beerus, you are aware that I will not stand aside and let the egg be destroyed, correct? If you are in need of stress relief, perhaps imprisoning the Elder Kai would help. What do you think?
Oh, yes! If that's what it takes, please go right ahead!
Just re-imprison the Elder Kai in the Z-Sword.
What are you saying? No!
How sad. It appears there's little choice. I will assist with your stress relief, if it pleases you, Lord Beerus.
Oh, it's been so long
That
since
face,
we've
though.
sparred. This will be a treat.
And what about you? Interested? This is a rare training opportunity.
You really are trying to turn our star employee into the next god of destruction!
Perhaps. There are tough battles yet to come, right? Then the more training, the better, I would say.
Whis doesn't hand out
I can believe
offers
it.
to fight just willy-nilly. You'd better take him up
All
on
the
this.
other Kais do not like the Elder Kai.
First, I should
Neither
find a
did
more
Beerus.
suitable location. I shall summon you once it's adequately prepared.
Just keep getting C's. C, 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 C. Okay, this is Whis.
Whis may serve as my attendant, but he's also my instructor. So don't hold back on him. Give him all you got.
Yeah. He's his attendant and his instructor. What's up? Whis. He's a lot stronger than Beerus. But he serves him for some reason.
That won't do. Such speed was simply
there was a
surprise.
scale came up for it. For the power levels that was kind of dumbed down.
It suits you well, Lord Beerus.
The scale was Super Saiyan God Goku power level would be a 6.
If you're as slow as he is,
Beerus would be a 10 and Whis would be a 15. That's how I think that's how they explained it. But he's really freaking strong. He's just very, 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 very lazy. Or unmotivated. They never really made that clear. Didn't give me any trouble at all. But he was not trying.
Well done! Make sure to keep training.
Imagine if he was actually trying.
That does feel better.
He actually drew his name on his forehead in kanji.
You appear satisfied, Lord Beerus.
When did he have time to do that?
I'm still a little annoyed at your doodling, though.
Relax. We can pick up some sushi on the way home.
All right, that sounds fine. I'll leave destroying Toa to you, then.
Great! You can count on us!
We'll bring every criminal
Yeah, it could
who
be
tampers
both.
with history to justice.
Well, I'll see you around.
Who does he think he is, talking to me like that?
Hello?
He has a
I can
better
still hear
attack
you.
than what's it called? He has an attack that you can't get in this game that's absurdly strong. It probably could have killed me even with max level.
I wasn't saying anything.
And he could have used it back then, but he just didn't.
Do take
The AI
care,
chose not to. But of course, my guy from the first game knows it.
And now Toa has learned how to hijack our communication system.
Those two keep finding new tricks to use on us.
That must mean they're running out of options. Turles,
Yeah.
Slug, Cooler, Broly, Janemba. The strongest they could find. There aren't many fighters of that caliber left.
Except maybe Bojack, but he's not in this game.
Our showdown against Mira is getting close. We have to defend this universe's history.
Right.
I swear that I'll make them pay dearly.
Oh,
Setting
and a
up
Rudagon.
beings like
They
that.
could have put in a Rudagon.
Right.
You sure are enthusiastic all of a sudden.
Who else could they put in? They could have put in Garlic Jr. That one's a bit of a stretch. They could have used Selza.
It's
been quiet lately. Too quiet.
I normally like things quiet, but this is making me nervous.
Maybe we should take action.
What sort of action?
I've been thinking about that masked Xane.
Didn't he turn out to be Bardock?
Yeah.
Unlike the others. I can't imagine Bardock working with Mira. There was something about him. Almost like he was under mind control.
Just like everyone else. You'll be back quickly. Okay, do you want me to, what's it called? Do you want me to just BRB real quick and get a proper drink of water? Because that's what I'll do. I'll just leave it here for a few seconds. Actually, I think I'm going to put the cookie on. I'm just going to skip all this. Beckle.
So you show your...
Yep. Just gonna leave real quickly. But I just left. Oh man, I'm almost done. Deborah was in this game, sort of. There you go. Now Deborah can be here. Yes. Yes, you can. And you get to see the Deborah cookie. The explanation for that villain.
Quiet lately. Too quiet.
He was the ruler of the demon realm and Toa's brother.
Maybe we should
And
take
Boo got
action.
angry at him and turned him into a cookie and ate him.
What sort of action?
I've been thinking about
That's pretty
that
much all you need
masked
to know about
Xane.
him.
Didn't he turn out to...
Unlike the others, there was something about him.
Mind control?
Oh, there it is.
So you think that if we free him...
Yes.
he'll
Yay,
join
cookies!
our side?
Exactly. And if he still has his memories of when they did this to him, he should be able to tell us their plans.
But how in the world do we go about finding
That's not
him?
the craziest thing that Majin Buu did.
If we find out when Bardock vanished, Toa and Mira should be there
He
too.
turned the entire human race into gumballs.
Then that's what we'll do.
And then
Let's
he
get to
ate
it.
them.
Today's work will be an investigation. I'll be tagging along with you. Let's head on out.
There we go. It's all come full circle. That's where they took him from. Age unknown.
It looks like they used a wormhole to capture Bardock.
Deborah Cookie is pissed.
What is this place, anyway?
There's Bardock.
So you show yourself at last, Toa.
I knew you'd come. I've been waiting for you. Simply tracing our steps would eventually lead you to the wormhole. I suppose it was only a matter of time.
It looks like that is the Toa from our time.
No way! Bardock is ours. Don't you get it? It took quite a lot of effort to get him under control. We barely caught him after he lost control and ran away into the distant past. I'm not going to give him up after all that trouble.
You show no respect for the past. People's lives.
What was that, Trunks?
Toads, how many times have we fought? This time there will be no interference. This time we will end this.
Yes, we
will.
Trunks. Stronger than ever, I see. And you're with a Saiyan. A fine example of a warrior race. These two
close together.
have quite a lot of energy. It would be very fun for their energy to help revive the demon realm.
I knew it! Your plan all along has been to unite our universe with the demon realm.
Perceptive. Can't you imagine it? A garden of evil blooming with rage and pain. So...
Okay, Trunks is about to die.
Devil! I've already seen enough of this spirit! I won't let you create any more!
You want to get to Toa? Trust me. You'll have to go through me first.
Just as a
Mira is much stronger now. Thanks to the energy he's absorbed. You don't have any hope of victory.
Gotta get Trunks alive.
My Mira! What's going on here? My measurements. They showed that Mira was stronger.
Unexplained power.
And
I will
Trunks died.
overcome it, and then I shall make it my own.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's clear.
And the inevitable. Victory.
I gotta admit, that was pretty close.
My hair completely engulfed the Bohor cookie. Yeah. Strong as ever. And Deborah Cookie couldn't even see it.
I'm being pulled in!
He couldn't even see all of it. His eyes were blocked by hair.
One last ace in the hole. I'll send you to the space between dimensions. And it's a one-way trip. Once you go in, there's no coming out.
My battle isn't finished yet.
We needn't worry about them anymore. Let's finish this quickly. It's time to go, Mira.
Nope.
What the?
Twist.
Bardock?
I can't shake him off. How is he so strong?
This is taking a little bit longer than I thought that it would, but it's really is almost over.
Overpower me! How dare you make a fool of me? This time, it's not about the Saiyans. Even my son, Kakarot. I'm here for payback! Never underestimate a Saiyan's power! Get ready!
He's taking him to the end of time.
How could I? By the likes of you!
Yeah, it's almost over. Yeah. So he could see it. So the stream could see it.
Well, it's one person.
Even though it's just one person right now, it doesn't matter.
And couldn't you have just, like, played the end of it?
No.
Bardock!
My Mira!
It's over, Toa!
After all that effort to strengthen him, some masterpiece that was. I disgust myself.
Plan B.
I won't be giving up that easily.
Yeah. I must defeat myself.
What? It's you! You put my
No, he's not dead.
too? Toa?
He was trapped outside of time forever. This is really weird.
That must be how Toa got her information from the time control. There's only one way. I know
That was a plant.
Toa's mind control.
And done.
Hey, not bad! You surprised me there.
Yes, I'm free!
Idiots! I'm surrounded by idiots! Fine. In that case, I'll have to start off with a clean slate.
What the?
Well, so much for me.
Huh?
Out of time.
I guess all we ended up getting was that mask.
Yep.
Welcome home. I was so worried when I lost contact with you.
Where did you end up anyway?
We went through a wormhole into an unidentified point in time.
So, how
Yes,
did it
out
all
of time.
go?
No, it's not the end of the stream. I'm talking about him.
Huh? How did what go?
You know, Huh?
I remember my partner.
What did your partner do?
Wait. You're my partner, right?
Sure.
Hold on a second now. Pull your thoughts together.
What could she have
You've done a
done?
lot of great work together. I don't want to see any infighting now.
That's right. The four of us have a sworn duty to defend history.
Not the 5 of them.
What's happening?
Oh no! History is changing in all the scrolls at the exact same time!
Oh no!
Why do you think that could happen?
Changes at this scale are bound.
How could
we'll
that
look
happen?
into the cause of this. You and
What could
Trunks
she have done?
should check outside.
Spoiler alert!
How's the investigation going?
No real spoilers. I'm not gonna spoil it.
No leads yet.
This is one of the best moments in the
Something
game.
really important must have changed. The trouble is,
Yeah, something really important
I
has
can't
changed.
remember what was altered.
I know what it is. It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Nope.
I feel like
Can't
I've
remember.
forgotten someone important. Is something wrong? Oh, it's the mask you brought back. Who did this mask belong to, anyway?
Who indeed?
Was it Bardock? No, that's not it. Someone else wore this once. Yeah. I knew the person who wore this mask. We were fighting to bring that person back. It was somebody vitally important. We traveled together through history and fought to
Yes.
restore it. Oh, it was my partner.
Bingo. She went back in time to the beginning of the first game and killed him when he was wished into existence.
I found it! It's our history!
It's no good. Everything is falling apart.
I'll take care of this somehow! We need you to go restore history!
What? What are you doing here? How did you follow me this far? Erasing the Dragon Balls from history. That should have changed the outcome of our battles. It should have changed everything. Wiping out even memories. My plans are all ruined. You people, you really know how to make me angry.
And she's an average fighter. A brilliant scientist, but an average fighter.
I don't know how you did it, but but now I know what point in history you're trying to change. I won't let you vandalize this place anymore!
Rapid fire super dance.
Looks like we drove her off somehow. We could use strength like that. Yeah. I hope that certain someone shows up.
Then he proceeds to wish Xane into existence.
Well done! Make sure to keep training!
Good to have you back. The shifts in history have faded. Thanks for your help.
Good to have you
It
back.
looks like Mira is gone too. We finally have some peace for a change.
Not yet. Not with Toa still around. We need to find her before something like that happens again.
That won't be necessary.
Supreme Kai of Time!
The egg!
How did she get in here? The time nest should be protected by a barrier.
It's all thanks to a certain mask you brought here for me.
So, that was just a trap.
At last, it's all
It was all premeditated.
Such a vast source of dormant energy. It will be more than enough to revive the demon realm.
You were after Toki's egg all along!
The timeline where everyone's a demon.
With this much power, it will be easy to rule time and space once more. Welcome back, Mira.
He has returned from the end of time.
I no longer have any use for this place.
It was a nice one-way trip to the end of time. Ow. I got this. Well, back to being dead.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
Can you read me? It looks like we've made a connection. This age is completely under Toa's tyrannical rule. We're unable to go and help you. This will be the final battle. To save the universe.
Inconceivable. How can you have
Sure
Mira
it
on the
is.
defensive?
You're just what I need. A weaker opponent wouldn't do.
Bardock did things to his mind.
You're laughing? Mira, what is that power you hold? I never granted you such abilities as this. I can't believe this. This far exceeds my calculations.
As I floated between dimensions, I put a lot of thought into what it was. What did they have? I didn't. Of course, it was fighting spirit, the will to stand up against any foe without fear. A being like me, born into incredible power, is deprived of such a spirit. I can no longer call myself the strongest, because this fight will take me to a whole new level.
Look out! You're overheating! You're going past your limit! You have to stop me.
No, now we're both invincible. Right on plot.
Oh no. He can't hear me. If he doesn't stop, his core will overload and destroy this universe. Maybe I should just run. No! There's no telling how large this explosion might be. If it's able to tear through dimensions and break through this egg, then we're punched! You there! If you don't stop Mira soon, then we'll all go up in smoke! I'll lend you my aid! Just hurry and put an end to Mira's recklessness!
We're all poached! Bro.
Galaxy cannon.
Yeah, that's good. Beat him. Sorry. I don't have much concentration left for me, honey.
How could you go and destroy your own power limiter? You've bungled everything right to the end! I'll need to take out your core and fix it.
No repairs will be needed. Oh, I've grown past your schematics. I'm walking on my own now. Now, I will evolve into something beyond myself. By absorbing my own creator.
So many plot twists at the end.
But I was the one who made you. You'd turn on me? You're nothing but a failure.
I'm getting an unusual energy reading.
There's the final boss.
This feels wonderful.
Should he be referred to as Tira or Miro?
All the power from Toki Toki's egg. There's nothing we can do to stop him now. Quickly, escape is the only chance.
It's a little too soon to start giving up.
Now you know it's the final battle. The final battle.
Goku.
Final battle 3, the final
Beast did me
battle.
a favor and sent me in.
I mean, the Revengeance final battle awakening. This time for the last time. Probably.
I can scarcely believe the power coursing through me. Now there's no mission, no creator ordering me around. This must be how it feels to be free. The only desire I have left is to defeat you with my own hands. You Saiyans are endless wellsprings of power. You have my undying respect. That's why I must beat you.
Well.
That sort of power doesn't exist.
Lighten up, old man. I don't know about all that timeline mumbo jumbo, but I do know that this guy is ridiculously tough. But I don't see that as a reason not to fight. Besides, a fight against someone this strong doesn't come along every day.
I can't do anything about that. Just avoid all of that. Ow. I'm trying.
Look at you. I'm pleased you've been able to keep up with me, soldier. Keep fighting. Keep struggling for me.
Keep distracting him.
Stings a bit, doesn't it? Well, I am using my full power. It isn't over yet. It isn't over yet.
So close! Donuts! Yes, I got him!
Well done! Make sure to keep training!
What?
I'm actually tired myself. Yes, donuts have saved the day.
Does this mean I lose? I wish we could have fought more. Forgive me.
It's not over yet.
I suppose that's the end of that.
Yeah, I think we can watch over history in peace for a while now.
Only for a while?
Yep, only for
Someone
a
is
while.
bound to try to disturb history again. But it's our job to stop them.
The path of training never ends, eh?
I still have a long way to go. These events, they taught me that much.
Now, there's no need to worry. You're not going to be alone in this endeavor.
Right.
I told you, this isn't for eating! Making an omelet out of this would be crazy!
Of course Goku wants to eat it.
You have to admit, it looks pretty tasty.
What do you think we've been fighting for? I swear you're worse than Mira.
Just the world's most
Sorry.
delicious omelet, presumably. Not the universe's.
Hey! Everybody!
If it's got an entire universe in it, what would it taste like?
To hatch from the egg! We should all go and watch.
This is a rare opportunity, you bet.
Well, well. What sort
But
of
it literally
history
tastes
will we
like
see
everything.
take shape today?
I hope there's a lot of tough fighters. Just thinking about it has me
feeling pumped up, right?
Hey, watch it! Don't steal my lines! Thanks, Whis. You really saved
Skip
my
the end
skin.
credits.
And that looks to be that. Well, I advise we head back home. Lingering in an era not our own. Well, it's just not a good idea.
Really? I heard there was gonna be food. You know, as a reward. That's too bad.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
Huh?
And now the pieces come together. I thought Lord Beerus was oddly absent. All right, now that that's settled, let's get going.
Hold on.
Which is better? I guess they're both good.
My apologies.
I wonder.
Elder Kai's trying to
who
get banned
could
on
be
Twitch.
Foolish enough to interfere with my precious snack time.
Lord Beerus!
Hmm? Oh, it's you, Elder Kai.
Lord Beerus himself! What an honor! What's this pain in the butt doing back here?
I heard you were celebrating the egg's return, so I thought I'd stop by for a quick gander.
The nerve! He shows up now after all he's done?
I can hear you. Dial it down a few decibels if you're gonna talk to yourself, you know. I've destroyed galaxies for much less, you know. I'll just destroy you instead.
Here you go. Please, help yourself.
The cream puffs.
Don't mind if I do.
State your wish. I shall grant any wish that you ask.
They won't give you Twitch viewers.
Shinron. I'm a pretty capable cook, you know. I know. Okay then, the bird's right. We do have a lot of mouths to feed.
Seriously? The Dragon Balls aren't for ordering takeout.
But why not? It is a festive occasion, after all.
Seriously, that's true. In that case, can you whip us up a feast? That'll leave everyone here stuffed and satisfied?
Consider it done.
I forgot to eat dinner. just realized that. It's 11 o'clock.
Whis, the sushi really
Hunger
is
setting in all of a
delicious.
sudden now I'm thinking about it.
Where did he get off to?
I have to admit I was worried. But you all pulled through in the end. Right, Trunks? Thanks for everything.
Well, we had a lot of help. Goku, is something bothering you?
Nah, I've just been wondering about something.
What's that?
Which one of us do you think is stronger?
Well, I've been at this longer, so...
That still doesn't mean you'd be the better fighter, though. I mean, Goku became stronger than his brother, right?
Now I'm wondering myself.
You know, you could always fight and see the results.
Exactly! That's what I wanted to hear! Now bring it on!
Stop, stop! What are you doing? Aren't these two supposed to be fighting? You just sit back and watch.
Aww, don't I get to have any fun?
I wish this actually was a fight.
Please!
I would have liked to fight myself at full strength. They just didn't have that. Unknown history. This post-game. Not over yet.
Oh, good. You're both here.
Never left.
Dragged Mira into the time rift and something happened.
I'd like to show both of you just exactly what had happened.
Show us? But what could possibly have happened?
It's easier if I just show you. Here, look.
Yeah, the post game is showing you what happened and how
What the?
how Mira ended up coming back, and the other one is
Bardock?
Alternate ending.
I can't shake him off. How is he so strong? Don't! How can someone so weak overpower me? How dare you make a fool of me? This time, it's not about the Saiyans. Or even my son, Kakarot. I'm here for payback! Never
Deja vu.
underestimate a Saiyan's power! Get ready! How could I? By the likes of you!
Now we get to see what the end of time looks like.
I had no idea you were so powerful. Defeating you will be proof of my strength. You still want to fight me? There's nobody around to get in our way. It's like a perfect opportunity to meet. How dare you tamper with my body? You will regret having made me stronger. You with the very strength I got from you. Just prepare.
Time to die! Impossible!
No.
How much he's powered up. I expect to be able to hold on. This monster keeps increasing his power as he's fighting.
I've barely even begun to get angry yet.
It's a super summon.
I'm gonna crush you! Time to die!
So it's getting real.
I'm gonna crush you! Time to die! Don't underestimate me! Time to die!
Defeating you will be the definitive proof of my strength.
Over here!
Proof to who? Toa woman? That's your reason for fighting?
Time to die!
You're a lot dumber than I thought. What did you say? You're strong. I'll give you that. To you.
He's invincible. Probably winning.
Crush you! What? Change the future! Why? Change the future!
Potion.
It can't be. I'm the one with the higher power level, not you. If you put all your trust in numbers, you are dumber than I thought. Super Saiyan 3?
He's going even further beyond canon.
Don't underestimate. Time to die!
That missed him by a mile.
What? Gotcha!
There you have it.
Well done! Make sure to keep training!
The end of time looks pretty.
I lost. I always wondered what it would feel like. That thing they have that I don't. I think that I understand what it is now.
So that's how that happened.
Bardock managed to defeat Mira! Unbelievable!
Mira ignored Toa's orders in the final battle, in a bid to push himself beyond his limitations. It seems like this fight with Bardock has really caused Mira's very nature to change deep down.
That's all well and good, but what'll happen to Bardock now? When Mira regained consciousness, Bardock was no longer there.
Yeah, I beat him.
Yes, but what does that mean?
From the instant their battle ended, until the time Mira regained consciousness, history just disappeared. It appears that the clash of all those superpowers in one location caused some kind of anomaly in the time rift.
What does everyone else think happened to Bardock?
That battle was fought with such sheer intensity that if the rift did rupture, it wouldn't exactly. Bardock could have been sucked into a whole other dimension. The thing is, I heard turning Super Saiyan 3 comes at the expense of extreme exhaustion.
They're both...
With such a sudden awakening and violent explosion of power, he could have obliterated himself.
They're both possibilities, that's for sure. Well, if he's still alive, we'll probably bump into him again sooner or later.
Probably.
We have to get back to our investigations into history.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for all your help, Trunks. You were really great.
This last one's actually really sad. Like, you'll understand why.
Oh,
you see it.
It's you! Huh? So, Trunks isn't with you?
Don't worry, I asked Trunks to take care of another assignment. Seems there's been yet another change in history. Ordinarily, I would ask you to fix the alteration right away, but I want you to take a look at this first.
Well, let's get cracking!
He made an egg choke.
Trunks, you came from the future, didn't you? So Bulma was able to finish her time machine. I'm really proud of you, Trunks.
Thanks!
Right. It's not the time for this. 17 and 18 are attacking the city.
You're right. And this time, Gohan. Gohan, I'll go with you to fight. This time, I won't hold you back!
What are you saying? You know you're not allowed to do that, Trunks!
If you help out Gohan here, you'll change the course of history!
I know. But
Trunks?
Please, you have to stop Trunks!
Trunks, is there something you want to tell me? If you're here, all grown up, then the future is safe, isn't it? And so, this fight has a real purpose. That's enough for me.
No! You can't! Go on!
Trunks, it looks like you've made a good friend. You can't abandon a good friend, can you? It was really good to see you, Trunks.
Gohan!
And here's the split.
Gohan, you're alive?
We'll fix that soon. Kill him now. Use your full power.
The last time we fought, I barely even used half of my true power.
And this time, we'll have one or two to one. You don't stand a chance.
I can see that. But there's no way I'm pulling back.
Take this!
Trunks? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I've made up my mind. I can't abandon Gohan, not now.
What's the meaning of this? Is that the same little brat from before?
I don't know what kind of trick it is, but growing a few inches won't be enough to save him.
Don't be so sure about that.
No way.
How about this?
This is really hard.
How could I lose to such pathetic animals?
I hope you finally come to understand the significance of many years of practice and training. Please, lend me your strength. Strength to end this battle for good.
Ending it.
Why you?
I'm down.
I don't think so.
I can beat those terrible androids.
Don't get ideas above your station. I'll destroy you in an instant.
Krillin, everyone, I'll avenge all of you.
Hey, not bad. You surprised me there.
It's over.
Looks like we won. Those androids have been vanquished.
Peace again at last. Looking forward to a little bit of rest. Feels good already. Trunks?
Yeah.
Why did you come? I thought I told you to stay away.
All with one arm.
Don't you know you shouldn't come here?
You're right. It's unforgivable. And now I can never return to that world again. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't bear to see history plagued by any more unhappiness. Or a future like that one.
Trunks.
It's fine. I don't regret my decision. We did manage to save this world after all.
You're right. seeing as you saved me, I think I've already said too much. Trunks, I really owe you one. It's thanks to you that we were able to beat the androids. You've turned into a really strong fighter, my friend.
Thanks, Gohan.
We could use someone as strong as you to help protect this world. So, what do you say?
I'd be honored. When Cell shows up a few years from now, the two of us should be able to beat him easily. We need to destroy Cell's eggs in this era. Oh, and we need to do something about the slumbering Boo, too.
Cell? Boo? What are you talking about?
And don't forget Goku Black and Zamasu.
Look, I know what the future has in store. I have to use that knowledge to restore peace.
Amazing. You're like our very own crystal ball or something. First things first, though. We need to tell the Bulma and Trunks of this era that the androids have finally been defeated. And I need to get you all introduced, too.
Sure. I think Mom will be a little shocked to find out she suddenly gained an extra son.
Don't sweat it. She'll be happy to hear the extra pitter-patter of little feet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, would you look at that?
This change in history came about from the conflict with Trunks.
Well, if you ask me, that must have happened when Trunks met with the Gohan of this timeline.
This history is all wrong, but I'm sure a peaceful future awaits further down the line. It's possible that could be the future Trunks is so intent on reaching.
Maybe, but leaving changes in history is dangerous. They could be the catalyst for further deviations. Just like this one here.
What do you think? Do you think we should fix this distortion? Or should we leave the timeline as it is? Perhaps you're right.
I regret nothing.
All right then. I understand just how you feel. I'll bear in mind all of what has already been said, but the final decision is still mine.
Well, good job, kid.
And that's the last of it, until DLC comes out. They did announce DLC for, what's it called? The rest of Super. I think. It was the Universe 6 stuff that they announced DLC for. I think. I don't remember entirely. But there's one more thing left to do. And it involves Yamcha. But this looks familiar.
Greetings.
Which one is it? Yamcha is number 1. This is the best one in the game. This one's a what-if scenario with Yamcha became the strongest character in the entire series.
That Yamcha? I'm sensing an incredible power from them. Has the world gone topsy-turvy?
Oh, way too big to be Yamcha.
What the? This is the Yamcha we know. One hit from him could knock you out cold.
Not good.
Perhaps I'm a bit over level for this. And here comes phase 2.
Let me show you my new power. Come on, I'll take every one of you on. Over here.
Yes, we're going. Look how little damage it does.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'll take care of the rest.
Goku's
Get a hold of yourself. You weren't this sloppy in training.
Sorry, Goku. I'm finished here.
Leave the rest to me. I'll win it.
Weaklings. Might as well take out the rest of these clowns.
Don't overdo it.
He's killing everyone.
Get it together, Gohan. I knew you were slacking off on your training.
Oh man.
Neo, walk back for this!
He tried to do the move.
You're pretty good. That was one heck of a move. Get a hold of yourself! I didn't train you to be weak! Don't overdo it!
Now it's up to Goku.
Don't overdo it!
He dies in them.
Don't overdo it! Don't overdo it! Don't overdo it!
He's going to bring me back.
Not bad!
Whoa, what am I doing here? For the life of me, I can't remember.
I don't believe it! You're seriously awesome!
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for now. Guru's house is being attacked. Later. Goodbye.